Hi, Tara Jane here. We're going to talk about the perfect push-up this morning. So keeping in mind our neutral position, so our chin is tucked in, our shoulders are back, we want to position our hands just outside those shoulders. So when we do our push-up, we come down into that 90-degree angle. We don't want to go too far to overextend the shoulders here or the chest. We want to just keep it in line, making sure that our hips do not drop, and we have that options of progression going all the way down to the ground using our toes or our knees in that progressional way. So the first progression with the push-up is working with a wall, particularly if you have any shoulder issues or you're recovering from a shoulder or upper body injury. Now we pick our stance, shoulders, hands, a little outside those shoulders. We're on the balls of the feet so we get a bit of flexibility. Our core or our trunk area is engaged so we're not dropping the hips through. We bring those shoulders towards the wall, keeping our chin tucked in. Now in terms of the breathing with the push-up, we always inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. So this is the first progression, then we move down to the tabletop. So a progression from the wall squat is then moving our way down to the table. So again, keeping our alignment with our 90-degree angles in our arms as we bring our chest down towards the tabletop and push it back up again. Bringing it down and back up. Our chin is still tucked in and we have that neutral spine in terms of our neck in line with the spine, hips and feet. Now I feel comfortable when I'm on the balls of the feet doing that push-up. It gives me a lot more flexibility in coming down and coming back up again. So from the tabletop we can move a little lower down to the chair. So again we have our hands outside those shoulders. Now we can go straight onto our toes. Alternatively, if you need to, you can start down onto your knees. Again, we bring our chest towards that angle and bring it back up again. Chin is tucked in, our alignment with our spine and our neck is in check. Then we progress straight up onto our toes, more body weight, that little bit harder as we build our strength up. Now our last position in the push-up is on the ground. Now even on the ground we have three options with us. Our hands are outside our shoulders as we were in all of our options. Now we can come to tabletop. This is for option number one. Our elbows come out and we bring our chest towards the ground. We're not poking our chin forward and we are not looking up here. We have our neutral position like we do in all our positions and come down and come back up. Our second one is moving a little forward, so we have our diagonal line. So our neck, our spine, our hips and our knees are in that alignment, or our neutral position as we know. Coming down and coming up. And lastly, for the traditional push-up, roll the toes under. We have our line, our hips are in line with our shoulders. We make sure the shoulders go down first and the hips will follow. So we come down and we come up. We don't want to bring the hips down below those shoulders, making sure that is in alignment here. So another option with the push-up is from the shoulder push-up where our hands are out wide, we can do a tricep push-up. So although the concentration or the focus is still our upper body, we focus more on the back of the arm, which is the tricep. We have our hands shoulder width apart. Again, we have our options with our knees or our toes. We bring the shoulders down and we keep those elbows tucked in. So coming down and coming back up again. You can do them on the wall, the tabletop, the chair, and then down to the floor, starting with your knees and then building up to your toes.